Hello my guides, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. So it's the last week of May. Dang, time flies, man. Time isn't real in quarantine. It still feels like school hasn't even begun at this point. But we're here. We've made it. Wow, I'm having a crisis while recording. Okay, we're just gonna move on. So, when I was thinking of May drunk, I immediately knew what I was going to do. So, May is either like the day decides to be really cold or really hot. And so it's like a combination of like one day I'm boiling alive in my room and the next day, I'm shivering and like getting under a ton of blankets to try and stay warm. It's a mess and that is what May is. So I decide to represent that and have like a half and half drawing. One half is like a very exaggerated winter and one half is just a very exaggerated summer. Obviously, neither of them are to this degree, but it's hyperbole. So this sketch kinda looks trash, I'm not gonna lie. The finished drawing does too, but we don't talk about it. I really don't like the winter side, especially at least the person. And the anatomy is questionable, but with a lot of these month drawings, I really focus a lot on improving my background skills because that's what a lot of months are built from, just the scenery, and that's what really defines them. So I continue doing that here and just really working on my background abilities while also, still having the main focus being on the characters. But I ran into a problem when I eventually reached the line art stage, and it was, I'm not really in the mood for like drawing. Not that I don't want to draw, it's just I don't have enough motivation to do this whole entire drawing. Like, I can't draw a whole entire beach scene and winter scene. I could draw maybe a character, but just not enough motivation and not knowing where to like start and all that. So usually what I do when I'm feeling burnt out or not enough motivation to finish a piece is I do a different method of drawing it. I try something different. And so I decided, what if I did this whole drawing in pixel art? What if I just made it pixel art? That's a lot easier. It feels a lot less daunting, especially with how much there is, and it could be really fun. Like, I didn't do a lot of backgrounds in my pixel art video, and I don't know, it sounded fun. So that's when I went ahead and did. I don't think it made the drawing worse. I mean, like, I'm sure what I could have done could be better than this, but like, I wasn't really feeling actual drawing and had no motivation, so I doubted that it would have looked any better. It would have probably just been really lazy. But with the pixel art, it felt a lot easier to tackle. Some things still look kind of weird, but it was still, I think, a very good choice. I really like how the Pixar backgrounds turned out. You'll see them later. I'm not so keen about the people, they're just there. It's nothing special. Didn't put too much effort into the people. The background, especially the summer one, is rare. I really drew my attention to. So I was really excited to draw the summer background because it had like a sunset. I was going to get to do waves, and also like I've never done waves in pixel art. Haven't really attempted waves too much either way because it seems scary. So the fact that I could do that but with a much like easier medium was really exciting to me because I was like, I'm gonna have to draw these waves. I don't know about that, but since I switched to pixel art, it'll be a lot easier to do. I really like how like pretty much everything in the summer drawing turns out. I like what I do with the sunset. I like the water reflections quite a bit. I like the ocean that I do. I like the sand. And the one thing I don't like is like the shading underneath the beach towel that I'll add later, which is quite a small thing. And obviously the person, but I'm not talking about the person here. Like, I want to do more pixel art landscapes in the future. I'm still working a lot on being able to draw landscapes and backgrounds and stuff, and they're quite rough right now because I don't know exactly what style to do them in, how realistic I want to go, how to make cartoony like beaches or cartoony trees but pixel art makes it a lot simpler to, you know, decide on how to do them. And it's so much fun. The winter one was also fun, less fun, because there was a lot less going on. Like the summer, there was so much to draw, all these like nice colors. And then with the winter, it's like, yeah, you get like a gray blue, and some snow. I mean, there's like a snowman you can draw. I didn't know what else to put for the winter one. Like, what else is in a winter landscape? So, as I said earlier, I don't like the shading around the beach towel. I made it too dark, but pretty much all the other shading on the summer side is fine. That just looks really out of place because it's so dark. Also, one other thing I don't like about the summer drawing is I forgot to shade underneath the water, or like add any kind of dimension between the point where the water contacts. Like, there's no wet sand, there's no shaded sand. That's not right. You can see I'm kind of struggling here. I love this. Like, it's not often I say this, but I really liked drawing this, and I liked how summer background turned out. I don't think the person ruins it either. They kind of look out of place since I did the backgrounds lineless, but like once you put both sides together, it looks right, because like the kind of gimmick of the drawing is clear then. But obviously they aren't as good as the background of this drawing. You know, we don't need to focus on them. I think the worst thing in this drawing that is the winter person side. I don't like how it looks. Like, the facial expression kind of doesn't look right. I don't like the colors I chose for the scarf and gloves. And like, it's just now occurring to me, that's the color palette of Sans. I mean, like, sure, the hoodie isn't as blue as I typically draw, but we got a blue hoodie with white fluffy hood. And then we got pink, like the color of his slippers. Don't know if that was subconscious or an intentional choice. But I think especially the face of the winter side person, I don't know, there's something off about it. I didn't know exactly how to fix it, so I just didn't. The winter side, clearly here, didn't get as much love. Kinda got the short end of the stick. Should I feel bad? No. For this summer person, I even put in like flipping rim lighting and, you know, a lot of shading, color differentiation and stuff, and paid attention to where the lighting's coming from and all that stuff. I didn't do that with winter. I didn't even end up adding the clouds for the winter side because it just didn't look right. But most things on the winter side don't look right. I also did that second, so like I had a lot less motivation to actually work on it and put in the effort. So there's clearly a favorite child here. Like, no offense to the winter side. It's not that I like the blazing heat more than the blistering cold. I hate them both. They both suck. Honestly, I kind of prefer winter, because at least then you can put on more layers and stuff. Summer you can't. You can only remove layers, and that's a scary thing. But I don't know, summer's more fun to draw generally anyway. Like, winter's like, alright, what's here? Cold, dead. It lacks any, I mean, okay, there are a few things occasionally, but like, generally, winter lacks any solid inspiration besides like, I don't know, beautiful Christmas light scenes and stuff like that. It's all just kind of dead. That is what winter is. So it's not fun to draw generally, and there's not much inspiration I can draw from. But summer, there's everything so beautiful. You know, you can think of all the beautiful flowers and everything growing. And there's pools and beaches, even though I don't like to partake in those things. They're beautiful. There's nice sunsets, and there's animals, and, you know, ice cream. What happens in summer? I don't go outside, jeez. Like, what do people do? Summer's beautiful. I can't think of a lot of good things about summer, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful for reasons that will be undisclosed in this video because I definitely go outside and I can definitely think of things, but I just am choosing not to talk about them. God, I think I go out in winter more than summer. I keep having crises while recording. This is not okay. So, snow I didn't know exactly how to texture it, but honestly, I was kind of like, I didn't care anymore. Once again, the longer I spend on drawing, the more I lose motivation to actually put effort into it, and the more I just want to get it done. And so, I just kind of put random dots everywhere. I mean, I did that with the sand, but like, I put different colored dots and thought more about it and what like sand texture looks like. Here it's just like, yeah, let's finish this, get this over with quickly, make some snow texture, okay? Make a snowman. It looks weird. I don't care. Snowmen are supposed to be lumpy. That's how real snowman is. It's fine. Also, I should have figured out a better way to make the snowman contrast against the normal snow. I didn't really think about it till later, and I realized snow and snowman, they're the same color. What the heck am I supposed to do? So I made it slightly darker, and then I also added in shading to the snowman to try and make it better. It kind of worked. If you just look at it briefly, it kind of blends together, but if you look at it enough to make the difference between the colors, you can differentiate the snowman. It's not great, but you know what? I didn't have any energy to actually fix it and make it work. Everything on this winter side is it's there. I didn't really have the energy to make it anything special. I really copped out on this, but you know, we have a whole season of winter later on. I'm sure there'll be plenty of winter drawings where it's not garbage, because the whole focus is gonna be winter. And I have no idea what inspiration I'm gonna draw. I mean, I guess winter has a ton of holidays. We're probably not going to have a lot of scenery being drawn in winter, but it's fine. What do you want me to draw 3 months of snowmen? Or maybe you do want that. To kind of make the winter drawing better, I also added in some snow falling. That was in the original plan, but honestly, it needed it so much. I'd gotten rid of the clouds. It was such a barren landscape, so I added in the snow. It did help a lot. It makes it feel a lot more lively and interesting looking. I also added in the whatever drink the summer person was holding. I do like how that turned out. Glass, at least. I don't know what drink this is. I'm pretty sure most tropical drinks are more vibrant, colorful of colors, but who cares? I also added a gradient to the winter sky and some twigs on the floor to add more interest, and that was pretty much it. That's the May drawing. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I post every week on Sunday, so make sure to check those videos out. All my social media are in the description below, so please make sure to follow all of them. Give me some support there, and I'll see you all in the next video.